breaking news, y'all. Oh, this is hilarious. Iran said to Trump and his administration, we're not going to do any negotiation. We'll only talk to Barack Obama. They said we want to talk to Barack Obama for negotiations or nothing. And Trump is mad as fuck right now because Iran respects Obama. Obama is the OG. Iran said we want to negotiate only with Obama, not you. Wow, y'all. Obama, get yours, man.
Come on, y'all. I thought this was fake. Iran said they only gonna negotiate with the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They only gonna negotiate with Obama. What the hell? Come on, y'all. It's crazy, right?
I have some really big news. Wait until you see this. Iran is now trolling Mr. Donald Trump. This is so good. Take a look. Take a peek at this. Hey, real Donald Trump, we've reviewed the tapes and decided we are only talk to the GOAT. They want to talk to the GOAT. Holding out for Obama. The big line right here. You know, the greatest president in U.S. history. Until he's back online, we just here chilling by the Strait of Hormuz. No hard feelings. But we only negotiate with the varsity team. I mean, that is absolutely like really sticking it to them. They just want to deal with the varsity team, knowing that basically Donald Trump is not on the varsity team. He's basically on like Pee Wee. You got to give it to Iran. They really know how to throw the jab to the left and to the right. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Not Iran talking about they want to negotiate with the GOAT. Talk with the GOAT. And they ain't talking about Trumpity Trump, Trumpity Trump.
All right, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, but credit where credit is due, because I just read through the terms of the new agreement with Iran, and it is a massive win for the United States. First, he got them to give up 11 tons of enriched uranium. That's 98% of their supply. They agreed to dismantle 13,000 centrifuges used to enrich nuclear material, and they agreed to cap the purity level of the little enriched uranium they still produce at 3.67%, which is 1/30th the level you'd need to make a bomb. And to ensure they don't go off the rails, they agreed to allow independent inspectors to conduct on-site inspections of all of their nuclear sites, including undisclosed locations we discovered through surveillance. On top of that, the Strait of Hormuz stays open and Iran gets no additional cut of oil that flows through it. Wait, hang on a sec. Shit, you guys, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Those were the exact terms of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, also known as the Iran nuclear deal signed by President Obama. That deal was so thorough and so well executed that in every single one of the more than a dozen independent inspections, Iran was fully compliant, including all of the inspections conducted by Donald Trump's own State Department. And on top of that, Obama's deal took this straight off the table as leverage, because in exchange for giving up their nuclear weapons program, they got relief from sanctions on oil sales. So closing the strait would have hurt them just as much as anyone else. But Trump tore up the deal anyway, because just like with the Affordable Care Act, any policy that proves Obama was 1,000 times the president Trump will ever be is an unacceptable living reminder of Donald Trump's incompetence and inadequacy, because there is nothing Trump hates more than a mirror that tells the truth about his reflection. A Velveeta Cheeto who is somehow simultaneously both twice the man and half the man that Obama continues to be. So with the deal torn up, within a year Iran had enough enriched uranium to be a problem, so sanctions were reimposed and the strait was turned back into a hostage. But because Donald Trump can't make a deal durable enough to serve as President Obama's toilet paper, he'd painted himself into a corner and had no choice but to turn to the military to try and bury the problems he couldn't solve with a pen.
So Iran just tweeted out that they will only negotiate with Obama. Yeah, they said, sorry, we're holding out for the GOAT. Yeah, we're not talking to you. We were going to wait for President Obama, the greatest president of all time. We ain't fucking with you, but we're chilling here by the Strait of Hormuz until you send in the varsity team. We will only negotiate with Obama. Oh my, Trump's head is going to explode. He's... I'm sorry. Oh my God. Trump, there will be ketchup, french fries, and cheeseburgers hitting every wall of the White House tonight, because Iran is straight trolling Trumpy McDumper Pants. He's wiper, clean up on the aisle, Oval Office. Yeah, he got a big load right now after this one. Yeah, Iran is trolling Trump. They said they're only going to negotiate with Barack Obama. Fucking genius.
So this is the latest breaking news. Donald Trump is not happy with Iran's response, saying that they want to bring back Obama, that they only want to talk to Obama, the GOAT, someone on the varsity team. So after Donald Trump heard this, this is what he looked like. He was not happy. And I have Obama's response. It's so good. I got a photo of him when he learned of this, what Iran wants. Here we go. I'll get it. Now, this is Obama's response after he learned that Iran wants to deal with only him, the GOAT, the go-to guy, and that he's on the varsity team and not Pee-wee football. So here we go. I think it's hysterical. Look at his response. It is so good. Way to go, Obama. And we will see you hopefully for a third term. And yes, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with Obama and possibly Iran negotiations. Awesome. There you go. He's smiling.
Already, Black Rebel back with another one. Yeah, fam. Iran is not dealing with Trump. They don't want to deal with Trump. They say they must rather deal with Obama. They want Obama back. They do the deal. They must rather deal with Obama because you got to realize they had a great thing going with Obama. Had a great thing going with him. But it's just like whenever he went over to China over there. Did y'all see how presidency was looking at him? He over there. You know, all that stuff like that. That man. Like, brother. And then didn't come out with no deal. They ain't helping him on no blockade. And then warn him about Taiwan. Don't get into that. And then let him know that another power is on the rise, which is them. You know, in so many words, that another power is on the rise, which is them, and it's about to take over, you know, this, which is true. BRICS nation. God said in the Bible, he was going to join the kings of the East together. He was going to join the kings, he was going to join them kings together. And, you know, they was going to do something. So look what's happening. This BRICS nation, baby. BRICS nation. All those kings are joined together. And guess who lost everybody? America. Yeah. See, they got a BRICS nation. Ain't no NATO no more. Man, they ripping that up. NATO got theyself now. They ain't got the main. You know what? Matter of fact, it may be a little bit of NATO. It ain't no America no more. Put it like that. Because they standing all by themselves. And President Xi got his chest out on him like that. So like I say, man, boy, then y'all make the wrong decisions. Do y'all hear that, man? Oh, he hollering about it, Joe Biden and Obama. Well, I heard when you ride a person like that, when you don't roll them for so long, like, he rides them like, brother, wow, he been riding Obama for a long time. And he riding Joe Biden. Boy, I know Joe Biden tired, like, boy, get off of me. You heard me. He riding. Just riding them. Everything come up. Joe Biden, Obama. The other countries laughing at him. Because they like, well, instead of talking about Joe Biden, Obama, what you gonna do? Can't never tell them. Already, y'all. Pay attention, man, because it's about to get crazy. Keep the faith and stay blessed.
I'm just coming through this morning because, friend, did you know Iran Texas and said that there's no more negotiation with Donald Trump, that they need to go, Obama. They used the word go. I bet Red Plum, I bet Orange Man himself and fucked around and turned another color. I bet you he turned another color. I bet them french fries and McDonald's grease don't taste that good this morning. They ran text and said negotiation is through with Donald Trump. That they got, if you want to come to the table and negotiate with them, you got to call the GOAT. Obama.
Trump tried to bring Iran to the table to make a deal. They said, hell no, we don't trust you. We already know how you do. You coming to dominate. But they talked to Obama, and they made a deal with Obama. Trump is pissed, to say the least. This is so historic. Man, I'll let y'all know what I hear.